was dancing without.
That was the beginning, because I was like 15-year-old listening to Rodney on the Rock. We would hear records. He's like, this is a new record from England, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. It's Rodney, and then like we'd go to Vinyl Fetish, and they would have the record. Because Joseph and Henry, like, their love of all the crazy new music coming from the UK, so they're like, listen to this band, they're the amazing thing, and yes, it is amazing. It's the X-Ray Specs, or okay. That's why I went to so many high schools in a hot minute, because you got kicked out of school for having blue hair, pink hair, red hair. Now it's called a non-natural color of hair, which you can have in schools now. A clump of blue hair, pink hair would fall out, and then it's like, off to the office you went, and then they're kicking you out of the school because they don't want that element in their schools. I was the only black kid pretty much in the punk scene in Hollywood. It didn't matter, nobody cared. Gay, straight, male, female, skinny, fat, sober, not sober, like it didn't matter. Everyone was just like, it was about music and art, because it broke down quick. Like it went from like a total like free-for-all, like just everybody at the party, to like click.
Did the police overreact and use excessive force?
We saw on the 11 o'clock news, like, punk rock shows, slam dancing, and teenagers being hurt and sent to hospital. Do you know where your children are tonight? It was like, but it was like, I never would go near a pit, because it was like, I have a capped tooth because of it. A boot coming off the stage at the Whiskey. Yeah, with steel-toe compact boot. I got the toe side of the boot. Just a cap. Whatever. And then I was harassed by the police always. I'm black growing up in the fucking San Fernando Valley. I'm out of high school when I was 16, freewheeling all over the place. Going to Pierce College, and I'd be like in Woodland Hills, and the police pull over, and they're like, come over here, son. And I'm like, walking, like, what's the deal? First thing out of their mouths, walking to my house right up the road, sir. Do you have ID? Go through the motions, and then people are seeing, and I'm like stopped by the police sitting on the curb, like silver bracelets and everything. Like, can you just hurry up, please, and let me go home, you fucking stupid pig? Like, ugh. My dad always said, say sir, no matter what. Your answer, and then say sir. And I've done that. That's why I'm still alive, I think, today, because I've been pulled over once a week my whole life, driving. My father did politics. He was the president of Fair Housing in Simi Valley, California. The first black family to live in Simi Valley. Moved to Simi Valley because my dad was in the Air Force, and then he got a job in Northridge, easily through elementary school. There were no other black kids. Easily. A bunch of kids were like telling me, my brother, my mom and dad said we can't come over to your house and play because you're niggers. And we're like, we're what? And none of us kids knew this word, like 4th grade or something, really young. And went home and asked the parents, and it was like, okay, got a long sit down about the way of the world. And then we'd been arrested in nuclear test sites in the desert. Nevada test site, there were like 3,000 people, I think, arrested. One of the disobedience and one of the actions. But arrested a bunch of those nuclear test sites because we were 16, because I was working and paying taxes. So I was like, well, if I have to pay taxes, you're gonna have to arrest me because it costs you a lot of money. That's where I met Cesar Chavez, Martin Sheen was there, all these crazy people spoke, and we're just a bunch of crazy kids in the Boy Scout thing. They teach you all that, and I've camped in the desert. I'm a hippie that way, like, I'd rather go camping than stay at some fancy, rotten hotel. Redd Kross, just one of those bands I've seen my whole, like, growing up. I was 15, and when they were really close in age, so, like, Jeff would be able to go into the club lingerie, but Steve couldn't, and there was always this gaggle of us outside of like a few different places that were 21 only, or strict door at least. And so we would be outside and you could actually hear the bands from outside, so it was like we could at least hear the music, and then like get the update from like, what was it like, what was she wearing, what was he wearing? I've been seeing Redd Kross in many, many years, and just saw them recently, the other night. At one point there's a song called Elephant Flares. There's a Glue, my old band Glue shout out in a lyric, which is like, okay. 2006 was the first time I went to Vienna with the art group Gelatin, who are a very famous collective of artists. I went over to Austria to do a piece with them. Ended up staying a month in Vienna because people I met are still my good friends. Trying to sort out how to stay, and it took 10 years. Then here we are. It's because I don't watch TV so much there. There's other things to do. We go read books and like go for a walk. And we're not digital device humans in Austria. There's definitely no, like, you would never see people at a table on a phone. It doesn't happen. I've had a definitely culture shock when I got back. The thing with President now, I can't say its name. I can't. It just, not gonna happen. Melania's rotten husband. That guy. This is the first time I've been back this week, or this minute, on this trip, since he's become president. And it's really, really bad now here. Like, the empathy is gone. The humanity, that's just gone. America is just like blanked out on like Adderall and Ativan. It's like, boom, sleeping pill, morning pill, sleeping pill, morning pill. And everyone has that glazed over like, it's like, everything's fine. But it's like so unnerving, like, fine. Like, is it really? The drag thing was just more androgynous, coming from a Bowie-esque kind of place than a drag place. So that's why the drag queens were not having me. Oh my God, who are you? And I'm like, no, I'm me. Sean DeLear, like, I'm like, I'm not. If I was going to impersonate somebody, I would do that, or the female impersonator, like, yeah, they're like, you look kind of like Diana Ross, but not really. And I'm like, thank you. It's just fucking with the genre, like wearing all these old, like, weird Motown type dresses and like fucking them up and just totally deconstructing the whole thing into like punk rock hair and makeup and like boots or whatever. Like, just making it a little more like, I had a funny broken neck situation, and so my shoulders went away, so wearing a dress was very much different perspective on my male body. August '85, my neck gets broken in a diving accident in a river, so that's a whole other by the book. Mine. Yeah. It's in there. And the book hasn't been written yet, but it's all in there.